Gerald Lucas here with another installment of Ask Gerald, where you get your real estate questions answered. Today's question comes from Jason. Jason writes from Ridgewood, New Jersey. Jason writes, Gerald, my insurance and property taxes on my rental property went up this year, and I'm barely breaking even every month. How can I make more money to offset these expense increases? Well, that's a great question, Jason. Now, obviously, the first thing that you want to look at is potentially raising the rents in your property. But you've got to be careful with that, because as I've said many times before, the person with the money ultimately decides the price. So as a landlord with a property to rent, the person with the money is your potential tenant. And if you want to raise your rents, you got to look at the rental demand in your local real estate market. So if you increase the rents too much above what other similar properties are renting for, your tenants will move out and you'll be sitting with a vacant, unrented property, and that's not where you want to be. So if you can, raise the rents, but look at the market and see whether the local market will allow you to raise the rents. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 additional revenue streams that may offset the increases in your expenses. The first is a coin-operated washer and dryer. Now this may, depending on the market that you're in, be very useful to you, depending on the kind of building, whether there's a laundromat close by, etc. You want to look at it and make sure that there's adequate demand, but that's something certainly that would be useful to tenants, so they don't have to go to a laundromat to wash their clothes. So coin-operated washer and dryer is one potential additional revenue stream to offset your expense increases. Another is vending machine, right? And the third is additional potential parking that you can rent. So if you've got additional space and parking spaces that are unused or unrented, potentially you could rent those spaces for additional revenue to offset the increases in your expenses. So thanks for your question, Jason. Good luck. For more real estate information and tips, visit my blog at geraldlucas.com. I'm Gerald Lucas, and I'll see you again soon.